Hey boys and girls, this is Wildman Willis here. And I'm doing a review of WWE Hell in a Cell. Well, this pay-per-view to me was much better than the No Mercy pay-per-view. It had a lot of intriguing matches, even though I still feel that the WWE title match was just as underwhelming as the No Mercy no, Universal title match. So both of them have something in common. So that's how I feel about that. So I'm gonna go into matches. I missed the New Day versus the Usos match in the Hell in a Cell. I know those boys just killed it, and from what everybody's been telling me online, that was probably one of the better matches of the night. So I'm gonna go back and look at that tomorrow. But I started off with Randy Orton versus Rusev. So I was there for the Survivor Series match. And basically, Randy Orton beat him in like 90 seconds or something like that. So I just felt like that Randy shouldn't have no hard time beating Rusev. But surprising enough, both of them pulled off a good match. Even though Randy Orton did end up winning, I think Rusev really needed the win. But it's Randy Orton and Rusev, what you expect. But these two guys did put a hell of a match for coming after the New Day and the Usos Hell in a Cell match. So the next match was for the U.S. title, Baron Corbin versus Ty Dillinger versus AJ Styles. This was a good match. Everybody performed well. AJ could wrestle with anybody and it showed, especially with WrestleMania this year with him versus Shane McMahon, another person I will be talking about later on because he was one of the people in the main event. So Corbin gets his first title win, is the U.S. title champion. So cool to see him having the belt. Maybe they'll have him and Ty run a little program. So I don't know if AJ is gonna where he gonna end up. Hopefully this will have him in the main title picture. So I'll be happy about that. So we'll see where that goes later on down the line. I would love to see Nakamura versus AJ sometime, even at Mania, but we'll see how that goes. The next match was the women's title. It was Natalya versus Charlotte. It was a decent match. Charlotte messed up a little bit because I know she really haven't been in the ring the last month or two because her dad was real sick and she was doing a book tour, so she had to shake off a little bit of the ring rust. Natalya is good as a heel, and she played it off pretty well. The ending to the match, well, if they didn't want to make Charlotte look weak, but they didn't want to make the champ look bad as well, so I guess that's the reason why Natty just went off and beat the hell out of Charlotte with the chair. So hopefully we'll see where this goes on later down the line. Then we had the WWE title match. Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal. Well, this was a good match. I hated the ending though. If I don't understand why Daniel Bryan just don't have the Singh brothers barred from ringside. I don't see why they keep on having Nakamura lose the way he's been losing. I guess they figured that if the Singh brothers mess in the match or a distraction, it doesn't make Nakamura look weak. But it kind of makes Jinder look weak because he hasn't won a match on his own as champion yet. So it's telling because people is talking about how the attendance has been on SmackDown with Mahal as a title. They're gonna have to do something. So we'll see about that. And we had a match. I forgot all about Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler. The crowd didn't care much for this match. They was chanting CM Punk, Little Caesars. I'm glad Roode didn't lose the match. He basically cheated because that's what Dolph was trying to do at the end of the match with a roll up and try to hold the tights, but Roode wasn't falling for it. But Ziggler still got his at the end and hit him with the zigzag. So I don't know how long this feud is going to be. They probably going to drag it out for a while. I guess people just don't care about Ziggler. That's why they was chanting Little Caesars. But it was a halfway decent match. Then we go to me, it went up. They dragged it on a little bit too much at the end, teasing that either somebody was gonna fall off the top of the cage, jump off the top of the cage, which is AJ Styles. Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon. People be sleeping on Shane, like the Wade Kellers of the world and stuff like that, but Shane pulls off his matches better than a lot of people give him credit for. He sure does put on a better match with Kevin Owens than Mr. Monday Night himself, Golden Boy, sorry old Roman Reigns. So I enjoyed this match, and I also like the direction they went when Shane jumped off the top of the cage at the end. Sami Zayn saved Kevin Owens. I think a heel Owens and a heel Sami Zayn is going to be gold. I don't know how they going to pull this off. Are they going to go for the tag titles? Is Sami going to take the U.S. title and then Owens going to be WWE champion? I don't know how they're going to roll with that. We'll see how it's going to be, but I think Sami Zayn going to be fired on the mic as a heel. I enjoyed the match very much. Shane pulled off some moves that I didn't think he could pull off. That float over DDT looked pretty good. Only thing Shane need to do is get rid of them whack punches, because sometimes them punches look like they ain't hitting them. I can understand why some people don't like them, but still, for somebody his age and to hop around as much as he can do and jump off the top of the cells like he do, he's fearless, and you gotta give him credit for that. So, all in all, with me, I enjoy No Mercy. I'm getting ready to call this No Mercy. I enjoy Hell in Cell much more than No Mercy, especially near the end. They could have kind of did without the Rude and the Ziggler match, and they could have shaved off maybe like 10 minutes of the Owens and Shane match, but they was trying to build the suspense in the end, and somebody was going to actually throw somebody off the top of the cage, which I was thinking that was going to happen, but still, I enjoyed this pay-per-view. So, this is Wildman Willis signing off. Oh no, yeah, one of my friends in the TWC, you might have seen her on NXT, Miss Izzy, has her own line of t-shirts, so I'm gonna put a link of her t-shirt shop in the show notes at the bottom of the screen. So this is Wildman Willis signing off. See you next time.